Alright, well, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the mistakes you're most likely making within your OFM agency. So yeah, obviously it's mainly for beginners, but obviously even if you're making money, you still might be making some of these mistakes. I think it's pretty important to fix them. It is pretty common. These are like the most common mistakes that I see people make. But yeah, so first of all, one of the main ones that beginners make all the time is caring too much about holding on to any creator you can. Instead, look for high quality creators that aren't lazy, slash some creators aren't able to scale to high numbers. So one thing that a lot of people, beginners make, mistake that beginners make, sorry, is instead of having some sort of standard within the agency, trying to find a model that is also hard working like themselves. They'll go for any model and then they'll refuse to let her go, even if they can see that it's clearly not working out. You should be somewhat strict within your agency. Obviously, if you're a complete beginner, you shouldn't be completely strict. Like obviously, the more money you make, the more strict you can be. But you shouldn't just take on literally anybody, at all. Like that's where you can start to lose out on a lot of money. Some models just aren't able to be scaled to high numbers. That's just the reality of it. Not every model has the looks or the quality of content in general that they're able to perform to be actually scaled to high numbers. But yeah, next thing is your chat/sales team is where most of the money is made. Don't be lazy when it comes to training and hiring a chat team. This is another thing. Of course, marketing and all that is important, but chatting is where literally most of the money is made. And so many people just basically give their chatting to some random person without really looking into it. They'll hire a random chatting team with no questions, or they'll hire a random VA to do the chatting with no questions. Your hiring process, if you're hiring your own chatters, not chatting agency, if you're hiring your own, your process should literally take like 1 to 2 weeks of constant training. Obviously getting all the questions right, like for the VA, but just constant training, looking over them, giving them trial runs where you actually look over them and help them what to do. That's what your training process should look like. If it doesn't, then you're not putting enough effort into the chatting process. Next one is trying to do all traffic sources at once. So again, most beginners make this issue. You should not have to worry about doing Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, so many different things, like literally every platform out there. You should try to get 10 subs a day. Some of you beginners think this, but you can literally get 500 plus free subs a day just from one platform, just from Reddit, just from IG, just from TikTok, just from Twitter. You don't need to do all of these different things at once. The best way to go about it is pick one that you either know something about or you think can do well for you. Pick one, focus on it, master it, and outsource to VAs once you know complete what you're doing, and then move on to the next. Move on to IG, and then after that, move on to Twitter. Trying to do everything yourself, so not outsourcing to VAs. So it's sort of similar to the traffic source one, but yeah, once again, if you try to do all those things yourself at once, you try to handle all that marketing by yourself, maybe even a chat by yourself, you are gonna end up just getting confused. Like your brain won't be able to handle doing so many different things, trying to handle all these tasks that you have to get done quickly, and you'll just end up either forgetting what to do or not putting enough quality into it, like not enough time and quality into it. You're just going to try to rush it and get it done as fast as you can, which is obviously where traffic will start to slow down and then you start making even less money. So yeah, like I said, pick a traffic source, master it, outsource to VAs, move on, and then repeat. That's literally the secret to this. Next one is not enough testing / not trying out different niches. So this is actually something that I was doing for quite a while. I was stuck where I would just pick a few niches for a model and just stick to them forever. But later on, I then started testing out a lot more, and that's something that I really do quite a lot now heavily, is always test out new niches for your model, because things die out, right? Niches can die out, or models content can die out. Not everything will work forever. You have to always do different stuff, and it's the same for niches. Like you should always be testing out different stuff, because you can find a different type of subs from different niches. You know, like let's say you're doing just a basic niche where you just post boobs quite a lot, but then later on you try out feet niche, and maybe the feet niche brings high quality subs. You know, so testing out different niches is very important to try to find new subs. Obviously, quality might be improved, might worsen from the subs, but at least you're bringing new subs to the page anyway. And then last one is sticking to the same thing for too long when it clearly doesn't work. Once again, I see so many beginners do this. This is mainly for marketing. Like, if you've been running marketing for a while and it used to work, and let's say you used to make 20k a month and now you want to make 10k, 5 to 10k. Clearly, something that you're doing isn't working. Now, whether that's the niche or whether that's the model's content, like how you market her, whatever it is, something is clearly not working, and you need to change it. Otherwise, you'd still be making the money you used to be making or more. Like, you shouldn't work on the model for months and it goes down. It should be going up. So if you're in that position where it just goes down instead of up, then you do need to change something. You can't stick to the same thing for too long, especially in an industry like this where there's new, viral trends literally every other day. Like new ways to market on every single platform there is. You always need to be testing out new things and switching up how you do the marketing. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Hopefully you learned something from this, maybe a mistake that you're doing already. But yeah, join my Telegram, it will be in the description. You can DM me as well. I'll see you guys later.